In this channel, we will talk about the purchase and sales tracking sheet. You will find the purchase and sales and receipts and all the transactions into one sheet. In front of you, you can see that I created the transaction details, sales, purchase, receipt, profit, tax detail, and share. So this you can use for a small business or small transaction where you wanted to keep everything on one page. For that, this is the best example for you. Here I want to explain to you how it goes gonna be done. The type is sales, purchase, payment, and share. These are the types I created already, and each one transaction or one sales is describing into this portion, and the second one is describing into this portion. So likewise, you can say you have one template or second template, and you can copy the same to create another template furthermore. So here your sale, first you will start from the sales, and you need to provide the transaction detail into this area. This is the area where you can provide your details and the sales. So let's begin with the sales. Let's say, for example, we have a sales and we need to enter it into this. So simply you need to provide the sales and purchase order number, invoice number, and invoice receipt date. And then come to the sales section. Here you need to provide your sales, total sales, and your total tax. You can say a tax. So let's say, for example, 15% is static tax that you wanted to apply. And then this is the sales after tax, and then this is the 15% of portion, and then the total. So you can see it here that in this portion I am grabbing the 15% of total amount. So this is 547, and then after that I need to add the total amount and the tax. So that means that you are printing the total amount after the tax, and this is the amount before the tax. And here you have total of each and every row, so that you will, if you have number of sales, so you can add it here, and you will have the subtotal. Then the purchase, you have purchase, and let's say, for example, you have two purchases on the same transaction. To come to the purchase section, here you have details, purchase number, those purchase numbers you can add, and then after that come to the purchase section. So it is the amount which you purchased, two purchases you have done, and you have to apply 15% here tax. So after it is calculating the tax 15%, so this is your 15% tax need to be applied, and in the total you need to add similar, the same way you did in the sales, and the amount paid. So you need to write it in the manual what is paid, and the balance is something which is your total and the amount which is paid. So in this case, that all the amount has paid, so there is no balance, and the subtotal is under you. Then come to the same transaction, payment receipt. So you have payment receipt, and you have details when the payment has done, what are the receipt numbers. And then come to the receipt section, and here you can see that the receipt amount somewhat it is not there. It is the live I'm showing you. For some reason I don't want to display anything, but it's just a figure I changed. So let's say for example balance due is 2,500 and 500, and it is showing your receipt. Now come to the in one transaction you should have share. So this is the share section. Now this area is talking about the profit, tax detail and shares. What profit we have gained from this transaction. So it is the subtotal of the sales and subtotal minus subtotal of the purchase. So this is your profit. And then the 30% is showing like same way you need to get the 30% of company profit. You can say this is the company profit or company share. Now come to the tax detail, because you need to pay the tax. So the tax details are same copied from here, the sales tax and the purchase tax. This is the purchase tax 15% and the grand total of this tax. I mean the minus purchase minus sales, because when you are purchasing something you are giving the tax, but when you are selling something, so you are getting the tax from uh, the one who is purchasing. So you can apply one tax. So in this way you are applying one tax. That's why it is minus from purchase to sales. So this one is tax due to be paid from either the company or the vendor, whoever this is the government share and the tax share that need to be paid to the company or the vendor. And then come to the final, which is the vendor and the company's here. So this is the requirement one of my client, and they asked me to divide the shares, also the company's share and the vendor share. So this is being done using the company profit and the tax, because the company is paying the tax, so the tax will go to them. And then the vendor is getting the total profit, and then the minus this amount, because the total profit, whatever the vendor who is getting is the total profit, but vendor need to pay the share of the company with the tax. So in this way the total profit and then the total company share with the tax need to be deducted from the total, and then the total share of the vendor will be calculated into this sheet. Same way I've done in the second transaction as well. This sheet you can extend as much as possible, like I can show you that here the number of 3 sales has been done, here 2 purchases and 2 receipts has been done, and then here 3 receipts are there and then 1 purchase. So there's different example I gave you. Whenever you want you can just copy it, paste it somewhere down, and then you create your third transaction. So it's a very simple, very useful program has been created on the request of one of my client. They wanted the purchase and sales tracking on the one page. I hope this will help you. If you have any comment, I'm sorry, if you have any comments or if you have any further ideas, please share with me on the comment section. Also please subscribe my channel to get the notification alerts, and also forward it to your friends so that I can get more subscriptions and I want to run this channel to you guys.